Tesla fear. It's a real thing that some people are trying to propagate through the market to scare you away from buying the awesome Tesla. You know, I might be a bit biased. Right now, I'm driving around in a Tesla Model 3. It's a 2024. I bought it a few months ago because, frankly, I love the looks of the car and I wanted to experience an EV vehicle, an electric vehicle. I've never had one before. I had a hybrid before this, the Toyota Prius. And I really did like that car, but I decided to go all in, right? And I bought a Tesla Model 3. And I have to say, so far, I love the car. It is freaking awesome. But I keep getting comments here and there and seeing stories about how horrible the Tesla is, about how bad EVs are in general. And it's interesting to me, you see, everything is so politicized these days. You know, there are people commenting on the car that have never even driven one, that for some reason have such a bias that they feel they have to get out there and try to dog on something for everybody else when they have no real skin in the game. It's very interesting to me. You know, it used to be a little while back, the fear of fire. Your Tesla's going to catch on fire and it's going to burn your house down. But you see, they seem to leave out the statistics on gas-powered vehicles that can do the same thing. I mean, they have fuel, they have electrical systems, batteries. They can do and have done the same thing. But these folks won't mention that. They just want to focus on the EV and try to scare you into not buying a Tesla or any other vehicle. Next up is the battery, I guess, range. Now, this one I can sort of agree with a little bit. You know, I don't believe that the Tesla really is meant to be a long distance driver. And I'm talking about driving for like a day or two, cross country, things like that. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I'm in a hurry and I'm on a long trip and I'm trying to go somewhere, I really don't want to have to stop and sit and wait for my car to be ready to go, to charge up. And of course, the big argument from the other side, let's be fair, is that, well, by the time you stop, stretch your legs, go in, use the restroom, get something to eat, your car's going to be ready. No way. I have never spent more than maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes at a gas station putting gas in my car. And that's if I have to use the restroom or I'm going to stand in line for some reason. 10 minutes tops, I'm out of there. Top off the tank, I'm going down the road, finishing my 20 or 25 hour trip. Plus, how many times are you going to stop at the gas station and eat and run around and chit chat and stand in line? I mean, if you're on a 20-some plus hour trip, you're going to have to stop to charge up a few times. I mean, think about it. If you're going to spend, let's say that you're lucky, and let's say that it takes half an hour, and you have to do it 4 times, that adds 2 hours to your trip. Who wants to do that? You know, when I'm going, I want to go. I don't want to sit and stare at a wall for 30 minutes or 2 hours while I'm waiting for my car to charge up. So I would agree, that's probably the one thing that the naysayers bring up is about charging time, how long it takes. Otherwise, it's a bunch of BS. If you like to drive, for instance, if you like to experience acceleration, there's nothing that beats an electric vehicle, unless, of course, you're buying a supercar, which, by the way, most of them are now, the new ones, hybrid as well. They have batteries. Take the new Corvette, for example, the hopped-up high-end version. It also has a battery to give extra horsepower, extra oomph. So you can't even argue that, I guess, you really have to go for a high-end sports car. You're still going to get a battery. But nothing beats the exhilaration and the fun of driving an electric vehicle. I'm kind of an acceleration junkie anyway. When I want to take off the line, I want to go. And I'm not talking about drag racing or anything crazy like that. I just want to go. If I'm on the freeway and I'm on an entrance ramp and I'm trying to get up to speed, say in heavier traffic, I don't want to have to wait And it can even be dangerous when you're doing that. If you want to take the other side's example and try to scare people, it can be dangerous when you're trying to merge into 65 to, who knows, 80 mile an hour traffic, and your car just won't accelerate. You know, it's funny. I'll tell you a little story. I have another channel, of course. It's Rob Motive. It's all about the Toyota Tacoma. And I shot a video recently, and I had mentioned the Tesla, the Model 3. It's in my garage. People can see it. It's on the channel in the background all the time anyway. But I had a comment from somebody telling me that they saw that Tesla or heard me talking about that Tesla in that video on a different channel, and that they were unsubscribing because they've worked in the oil industry for years and years, alluding to that somehow my owning a Tesla is going to kill the oil market and, I guess, take away their job. You know, that might happen one day down the future, maybe 2 generations from now. I certainly don't look for a full conversion to electric vehicles nationwide, worldwide, anytime soon. So I think that person's job was more than safe. But anyway, they said they were leaving because apparently I have a Tesla and they're fearful that, I guess, me owning a Tesla is going to cost them their job. Just absolutely absurd. Now, as far as gas-powered vehicles go, I do have one. I have 2, actually. I have a Toyota Tacoma. It's on my other channel, Rob Motive. Check it out. Subscribe over there. Subscribe here if you wouldn't mind. But check it out. I also have a Jeep Wrangler, my wife's vehicle, actually. Both are full gas-powered. Neither are hybrid nor electric. And I love them both. Nothing beats a gas-powered vehicle either, if for no other reason than long-distance trips, as I mentioned earlier. Do I not miss going to the gas station? No, I don't miss going to the gas station. Although prices right now, I will let you know, just in case you've got another vehicle that is gas-powered, $2.82 per gallon here in deep South Texas. Man, does that beat the $3 to $4 a gallon I was paying in Ohio. Absolutely much, much better. So anyway, there is no real fear. The last thing that I'm going to mention, I almost forgot, is pricing and, I guess, loss of value. You know, recently there's been I'll call it a correction in the value of Teslas. A lot of them have lost some value. It's just a natural, normal thing. Prices in the auto market ebb and flow anyway. We're seeing that happen right now with the Toyota Tacoma. Toyota, if you didn't know, recently came out with a brand new redesigned Tacoma, and there was a lot of sticker shock. The price is pretty darn high. Obviously, they have to try to recoup their costs. They're trying to maximize profit, all the stuff that businesses should be doing. We don't like it, but it is good business, right? I mean, you try to charge whatever the market will bear, and then you adjust from there. And I think that's kind of what Toyota is doing. I've noticed that they're offering rebates $1,000 to $3,000 or even $4,000 without even having to ask. Not really a rebate, but a reduction in price at the dealerships. So yeah, the Tesla pricing has come down a bit. It's the perfect time to buy one. Prices are low. You certainly don't want to buy one when prices are high, do you? Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Leave a comment down below. What have you heard? What ludicrous things have you heard about Teslas or EVs in general to try to scare you away from buying one? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.